Hey everyone, welcome back to the Chill English channel. This is your space to relax, listen, and improve your English while talking about life in a simple, friendly way.
Yes, it's all about real English for real life. No boring lectures, no pressure, just us sharing ideas that actually help.
And I'm Sophia.
And I'm Jake.
So Jake, how was your day today? Busy, calm, or somewhere in between?
Somewhere in between, I think. I had a few tasks in the morning, then went for a short walk. It felt productive, but still a bit chaotic.
I know that feeling. My day had small tasks popping up everywhere. Nothing big, but by the end I felt drained in a quiet way.
Yes, and that feeling often makes people say, I don't have time. Even if the day wasn't super busy, it slipped away somehow.
Exactly, and that's why we want to talk about managing your time better.
Not with complicated schedules, not with guilt.
Just simple ideas that actually work and feel natural.
Before we dive in, we want to say thank you for listening today. Spending your time with us already shows you care about yourself and your learning.
And if you enjoy these conversations, support the channel by following, liking, and sharing.
Especially with someone who always says, I want to improve my English, but I don't have time. We all know that, friend. Sometimes it's even us.
Okay, so let's start simply. Jake, what does it really mean when people say, I don't have time?
For me, it's usually not about the hours being gone. It's about feeling like the hours slipped away without direction.
Yes, time isn't wasted because it passed. It's wasted when we spend it without purpose, without noticing.
That's a great point. It's not just about being busy, it's about being intentional.
Let's make this concrete. Imagine you have a jar filled with sand, representing your day.
Okay, I'm imagining it.
Every small task, every distraction, every little worry takes some sand out of the jar. If you pour it without thinking, by the end of the day, the jar feels empty, and you didn't feel like you accomplished anything meaningful.
That's a strong image. I like it. So, the idea is not to avoid all the sand, but to choose where it goes.
Exactly, and that's where awareness comes in. Before you can manage time better, you need to notice where your minutes go.
Simple questions can help. When do I feel calm? When do I feel stressed? Which activities give me energy and which take it away?
And don't judge yourself, just notice. Awareness is the first small step toward control.
Here's a story from my week. I planned a 15-minute break during work, just to relax. I sat down with a cup of coffee, thinking I'd scroll for a few minutes.
Uh-oh, I can guess what happened.
Exactly. 5 minutes became 20, 20 became 40, and suddenly I realized I'd spent nearly an hour without even noticing.
That's a feeling many people know, the emptiness, the where did my time go moment.
Yes, and the lesson? Small, careless choices can quietly take away large parts of your day.
So instead of blaming ourselves, we can do something small, be intentional, decide where to spend our minutes, even a few at a time.
And being intentional doesn't mean perfection. It means small, smart decisions that protect your energy and focus.
Think about it like steering a boat. If you don't hold the wheel, the current decides where you go.
But if you steer even a little, you can guide yourself towards meaningful places.
And that's the key. Even tiny guidance changes the flow of your day.
Exactly. You don't need a huge plan, just awareness and small choices.
Once you start noticing those moments, you'll see that time is not your enemy.
It becomes something you can work with, not something that happens to you.
And that's the first important step: awareness, gentle noticing, and small intentional moves.
And when you combine this with tiny habits, it can change everything, even your English learning.
Because small, consistent choices are far more powerful than long, rare bursts of effort.
That's right. Even 10 focused minutes each day can grow into something really big over time.
And once you notice your minutes, you can start steering your day in ways that feel good and productive.
Little wins, small awareness, and energy that lasts.
And that's where we can gently start building our time management, without stress, without pressure.
All right, now let's talk about practical ways to use your time more wisely. Not big, scary rules, just small ideas that actually work in real life.
Yes, things that are easy to start, even if your day is busy or chaotic.
Tip number 1, make a small plan for your day. Not a huge to-do list, just a tiny guide that shows your brain where to go.
Tiny is the key word. Think of it like putting a pin on a map. You don't need a full GPS route, just a clear point to reach.
Exactly. For example, instead of saying, I will learn English today, try, I will read 3 sentences from a story, or I will learn 2 new words.
Tiny steps feel doable, and your brain actually enjoys completing them.
And here's a little story. Yesterday, I wanted to practice writing. I told myself, I will write 1 paragraph.
1 paragraph, that's very reasonable.
Yes, some days I might write more, but my promise was just 1 paragraph. I finished it quickly, felt accomplished, and even found new ideas for later writing.
That's a great example of a tiny plan turning into a win.
Tip number 2, use your pocket time.
Pocket time? Sounds like a hidden treasure.
Exactly. Think of your day as a bag of coins. Some coins are big, 1-hour blocks, long study sessions. Some coins are tiny, 5 minutes waiting for the bus, 7 minutes walking, 10 minutes making coffee.
Most people throw those small coins away. They scroll on social media, watch random videos, or just stare at the wall.
Yes, but those small coins are actually valuable. Collect them and you can buy something big.
For example, reviewing a few words while walking to the bus, listening to a short podcast while cooking, or reading a couple of lines from a story during coffee break.
I know someone who improved their English mostly in pocket time. She has a full-time job and 2 kids. She said, I never have a full hour, but I have many small minutes.
That is such a real-life example. Small minutes can make a big difference if you actually notice them.
Tip number 3, make English fun.
Fun? Yes, otherwise your brain says no.
Think about learning like a game. When you play a game, you don't stress about being perfect, you enjoy it.
That's right. If learning English feels like a punishment, your brain avoids it. If it feels fun, even a few minutes become meaningful.
For example, I like music. I take the lyrics, circle new words, sing along, repeat the lines in my own voice. It's fun, and I learn without feeling stressed.
That's a perfect combination, learning and playing at the same time. I love short stories or mini shows. At first, subtitles in my language, then English subtitles, then sometimes no subtitles at all. Each little victory feels great.
Tip number 4, protect yourself from time thieves.
Time thieves. I like that phrase.
These are things that steal your time without giving you anything useful. Social media, endless scrolling, notifications, very sneaky.
Yes, even a short check on the phone can turn into 30 or 40 minutes without noticing.
I've been there many times. You think, just 5 minutes, and suddenly an hour has gone.
That's why small rules can help. Phone in another room, notifications off, or only check social media after a tiny task.
Think of it like locking your door when a thief is outside. You're not angry, just protecting your house.
Tip number 5. Rest is not wasting time.
Very important. Think of your mind and body like a battery.
If you keep using your phone without charging it, it dies.
Same with energy. If you keep working, studying, or doing tasks without rest, your energy drops to 0.
Rest is like charging your battery. Even 5 or 10 minutes of quiet time can help you focus better afterward.
Let me share a story. Last week, I stayed up late trying to finish a project. I was tired, distracted, and the work wasn't good.
Oh no.
The next morning, after resting, I did the same work in a fraction of the time, and it was better.
That shows how powerful rest really is.
Tip 6, focus on one thing at a time.
Multitasking can feel productive, but it's usually the opposite.
Exactly. When you divide your attention, nothing gets your full energy.
Imagine trying to read 2 books at the same time. Your brain will switch, and you won't remember much.
But if you focus on one thing, even for a short time, you get more done and feel satisfied.
Tip number 7, celebrate small wins.
Yes. Every time you complete a tiny plan, finish a pocket time exercise, or rest intentionally, notice it.
Say something like, I did it. I used my time well.
Small celebrations motivate your brain and create a positive loop.
So these tips, tiny plan, pocket time, fun, avoiding time thieves, resting, focusing, and celebrating, they all work together.
They make your time lighter, more meaningful, and even enjoyable.
And they naturally help you improve English along the way.
Because when your mind is calm, rested, and focused, learning becomes easier.
And small, consistent habits beat rare, long efforts every time.
Little wins add up into big change without stress or pressure.
That's the beauty of small steps. Even tiny choices matter. And over time, they transform your day.
And once you notice that, your time doesn't feel lost anymore.
You feel like you're steering your life, not just floating along.
That's right. Awareness, small actions, energy, focus, it all connects naturally.
And that's where all these practical steps begin to create flow.
When you combine these small habits, every minute starts to feel valuable.
Every small choice becomes part of a bigger picture.
And even tiny victories make your day feel meaningful and enjoyable.
That's the magic of small, consistent, and intentional steps.
And once your brain sees that, it starts to want to keep going.
Even a few minutes of awareness, focus, or fun learning can change everything.
And when that happens, the flow of your day starts to feel smoother, lighter, and more controlled.
And here we are, still together, thinking about how to make our time feel better and more meaningful.
Yes, today we've talked about awareness, tiny plans, pocket time, fun, focus, rest, and celebrating small wins. All of these steps connect like pieces of a puzzle.
And now, let's talk about how to turn these tips into something that really lasts.
Tip 1, start with one thing today. Don't try to change everything at once.
Yes, just one small choice can start a ripple. Maybe today you'll set a tiny plan for 10 minutes of focused English.
Or notice one pocket time opportunity, like reviewing words while waiting for your coffee.
Small victories like this build momentum. Your brain loves to see progress, even tiny.
Tip 2, connect it to something you enjoy.
Fun is the glue that keeps habits alive. If learning feels like a chore, your brain resists.
Connect English to music, shows, or games. Even a 5-minute break can become learning time if it's fun.
Tip 3, protect your focus.
Remember the time thieves we talked about? Notifications, endless scrolling.
Make small rules. Phone in another room, notifications off, or only checking social media after completing a tiny task.
Protecting your focus isn't being strict. It's caring for your time like a precious resource.
Tip 4, rest is powerful.
Your energy is your real currency. Even 5 minutes of quiet, intentional rest is better than pushing yourself until exhaustion.
Think of your body and mind like a battery. Charging it fully makes everything work better.
And tip 5, celebrate even the tiniest wins.
Yes, finished one paragraph? Win. Learned 2 words? Win. Did a focused 5 minutes during pocket time? Win.
Celebrating these moments gives your brain a little reward and motivates you to continue.
And here's something very motivating. Your small daily steps compound over time. 10 minutes every day adds up faster than a long, occasional session.
Exactly. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent.
And let's be honest, everyone has distractions, tired days, or moments when nothing goes right.
That's okay. Even noticing that is part of awareness.
Yes, awareness plus action equals progress. Small actions done repeatedly create a bigger change than you might think.
And learning English or managing your time isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about being gentle with yourself and still moving forward.
And now, a small challenge for you, our listeners. Think about your day today.
Ask yourself, what is one thing that wastes my time? And what is one small change I can make right now?
Maybe it's moving your phone out of reach for 10 minutes, or writing down a tiny plan, or choosing a pocket time activity for learning English.
Write your answer in the comments. Your idea might inspire someone else too.
And if this episode helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who wants to make better use of their time.
Because every minute you spend thinking about your habits and making small changes is an investment in yourself.
And that's the key. Don't see your time as something lost. See it as something you can shape, guide, and even enjoy.
Even tiny steps make a difference. 10 focused minutes today is better than 0.
And over weeks and months, those 10 minutes turn into hours, and hours turn into real progress.
And that's why we always encourage small, intentional choices. They grow into bigger wins naturally.
Tip 6, our final tip for today, be kind to yourself.
Yes. If you missed a small plan or wasted a pocket time opportunity, don't beat yourself up.
Notice, adjust, and move on. Every day is a new chance to make small decisions that matter.
And that kindness makes learning and managing time sustainable. Your brain and body are more likely to cooperate if you're not punishing them constantly.
And here's the last motivation. You are capable of steering your time. Even small changes create a sense of control, calm, and accomplishment.
And when you start to feel that, everything becomes easier. Your English, your energy, your day.
So take one small step right now. Notice your time. Make a tiny plan. Use a pocket moment or rest intentionally.
And remember to celebrate it. Each step is proof that you can use your time well and enjoy it at the same time.
You don't need to be perfect. You just need to choose, act, and repeat.
And if you do that every day, even a little, you will notice the difference.
Your day, your energy, your English, and your confidence all grow from small, consistent steps.
So now it's your turn. Comment below what small step will you take today to use your time better.
And if you enjoyed this episode, like, subscribe, and share with a friend who wants to make their time meaningful.
Thank you for investing your time with us today. You didn't waste a minute. You built a habit, learned something new, and moved forward.
Keep taking small steps, stay consistent, and be kind to yourself.
This was the Chill English channel with Sophia and Jake. Until next time, use your time wisely and celebrate every small win.